NBA Straya, how are you going? You're right, you should be. Why is that, Jim? Well, it's Tuesday. That basically means it's Wednesday, which basically means it's the end of the week. So settle down, you'll be fine. Seriously, it's December. That's absolute packer up boys territory just for the entire month, so we're all good. That's right, it is December 2nd, Tuesday, December 2. I'm your host, James Clements, here in Larry Armour Studios. This is NBA Australia's best and the worst NBA stuff for today. Let's start with the daily. Oh, is it a whip around? Is it Jim? Yes, that's how we start every show. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. Only couple of little bits of news today. Some reports out there floating around. The Chicago Bulls have had internal discussions about trading for Anthony Davis. Okay, sure. I'll believe it when they actually do something. This is a Bulls front office that is afraid of its own shadow. That pulled off the monumental, trade hauls of moving away DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, and got exactly 0 draft picks in return. Incredible stuff, really. So, look, I'll believes it when I sees it. My favorite thing is, if the Bulls ever do pull the trigger on an Anthony Davis trade, just watch them overpay to the wazoo for him. It's like, oh, yeah, we actually had to give them 4 picks. It's like, no, you didn't. No one else is giving them anything. Don't overpay Bulls, you idiots. You're definitely going to overpay. Don't do it. He'd actually very much help them, but, wow, they would absolutely screw it up somehow. The other little bit that popped up today was that Devin Booker left today's game against the Lakers with a groin strain, which is a bit worrisome. He still managed to outscore LeBron, which is pretty funny. But anyway. And Terry Rozier, his big tax lien against his house has been released, which is kind of nice. So just watch him just disappear. On you, Terry. Hey, let's do some quick game wraps from today. Game wraps. The game wraps, we had some awesome ones. I sort of went through this in this morning's video, the NBA coffee run. Pistons Hawks was going to be unreal. We tipped the Pistons, thought they'd win it pretty handily because the Hawks coming off a double overtime thriller yesterday against Philly. The thing is, that discounted just how much this Hawks team loves a stoush. Without that absolutely win nothing, do F all, absolute flog Trae Young, this team actually cares. So they lose at 98-99. Cade Cunningham down the stretch was absolutely immense. He finishes with 18, 8, and 8. Crushed it. Jalen Johnson had 29, 13, and 7. Awesome game. Really fun one. Check that one out. Cleveland smashed the Pacers, 135-119. Donnie Mitchell went off his head with 43. The Bucks blew a 16-point lead in the third quarter and lost to Washington. Unbelievable stuff.
This is horrible. There's no other way to put it.
That's what Giannis said after the game. He's like, this is horrible. There's no other way to put it. Actually, to put it in Giannis' terms, this is horrible. There's no other way to put it. There you go. The Bucks are a bit of a disaster zone at the moment. Giannis has come back. That's fine. I think they've won 2 of their last 9 games, and they've come against Brooklyn and Charlotte. It's not good. The Bucks aren't good. KPJ's back. He drops 30 today, and they were still just a mess. Good job by the Wiz. That's their 3rd win of the season. Oh, the Hornets lost in Brooklyn because, sure, 116-103. Right. Brandon Miller apparently means the world to this team because he didn't play today, and boom, they lose. LaMelo stinks. I'm going to talk about him again in a second. Good game from Michael Porter Jr. Come on, Hornets, just trade for him. Simple as that. You know he'd help. 123-140. The Clippers got embarrassed in Miami. Ty Lue just went, right, that's it. All he is, sit down. In the third quarter. Kawhi. Still managed 36, 7, and 3 steals. James Harden, fat man, who Balaclan, obviously went out in Miami. Obviously had a big night. Obviously his recovery is like mine. It's a bit rough a few days later, right? So here he is. He played 20 minutes, he had 11 points and 5 turnovers. 3 assists. He was horrible. Kawhi played the 30 minutes and had 36, but wow, they got absolutely smoked. A bit of revenge for Norm Powell. You'll love to see that. Good job by them. The Heat are unreal. They're fueled by bitterness, defense, and anger. That's what they are. They're 14-7. The Clippers are 5-16, and I don't know, should go plant some trees. Chicago 120, Orlando 125. Desmond Bane went off again. He's on a nice little run, isn't he? The Vooch ball goes to Orlando. And Vooch is not happy about it, so that's going great. Magic on a bit of a roll now. The Mavs beat the Nuggets. Hey, so we picked a few of these right today. What is it, 9 games? I think we went 6-3. Bloody good. Nailing a couple of these underdogs, right? The Mavericks winning outright was not on my bingo card, but 131-21. AD coming back has obviously gone, hey, Dallas can play defense again. This is good. Cooper Flag, he's awesome. It's like, yes. AD had 32 and 13 up against Jokic, who had 29, 20 and 13. But still, the Denver Nuggets, that was my query about this team going into this game, is that without Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, etc., their defense just has these moments where they go, we're not playing any, which is not good. I'm just saying. The Rockets got beaten by the Jazz. I'll tell you what, this was pretty crazy. Keontae George, we talked about the Keontae George roller coaster yesterday. Today it was on the up and up because he ends up with 28 points on 8 of 14 shooting, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. Crushed it. Larry had 29 and 8, 18 and 9 for Yusuf Nurkic. Hello, Bulls in the Bear. So that was kind of fun. And the Rockets were completely off their feed, went 10 of 34 from downtown. Turnovers with 13. They just had nothing going. KD dropped 32. No, LP Şengün had 31, 8, and 14. And 23 for Amen Thompson. No one else did anything. It was a weird game. Pretty fun one. Good one for the Jazz. We tipped them yesterday as well, and today. And we also tipped the Suns. We thought they'd keep this one close, but the Lakers would win it. They absolutely smashed the Lakers. 125-108 because of Cole Gillespie. Because, of course, another 20-point first quarter for Luka Doncic. Didn't matter. He ends up with 38 and 11. And Colin Gillespie goes, look at me. Look at me. I'm the white guy captain now. Hit 8 threes. He had 28 points. He was running rings about him. And it looked for a minute like we'd have LeBron's unbelievable double-digit scoring streak snapped. He only had 6 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're down 25. What did LeBron do? He went back in there and made it about him. Got to 10 points. Good on you, LeBron. That'll show him. Leading from the front. That's a huge win by the Suns. Without Booker, Devin Booker goes out after the first quarter. And Cole Gillespie, but Dillon Brooks went off his head in this game too. It was really fun. So let's do an NBA Straya approved performance of the night.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
That is a knife. I'll tell you what, Donnie Mitchell's 43 was absolutely awesome. Gets lost in the shuffle because they played Indy. It was early. There's a bunch of games on. He was really good. They needed to win that, and they did. I thought Indy put up a bit of a fight. They did. Didn't matter. Donnie Mitchell shot him out of it. How about 35-7-4 for Michael Porter Jr.? Not bad. Norm Powell in a revenge game against the team that went, we don't need you anymore. We'll be fine. Narrator, they were not fine. The Clippers don't have anyone that can do anything good. 30 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block, 2 turnovers. He shot 12 of 18 and 6 of 10 from downtown. A plus 33 in 32 minutes. Norm Powell, pretty good. Jokic had that triple-double before the third quarter finished as well. Again, the 29, 20, and 13 is crazy. AD's 32 was awesome. Luka, the 38, after dropping 20 right out the gate. I want to give this one to Desmond Bane today as well, though, because, he had 37 in their win over Detroit the other day, drops another 37 today, 37, 6, and 5, shoots 12 of 17, and they beat Chicago. That was a big win for the Magic men, and Desmond Bane, for a little fella, does a bloody good job. Who was Spud of the night, Jim?
Spud of the night.
Oh, Spuds of the night. 0 of 6 for Cam Christie on the Clippers. That's not helping matters. 2 of 14 for the never nude Tobias Harris. Hey, Tobias, we've got a pretty tough game. Atlanta coming off they're on a back-to-back. Can you go out there and hit more than 2 shots? He's like, you got it, boss. 2 shots. It's like, no, Tobias, that's not what we said. He's like, nope, you said 2 shots. It's like, no, I said more than 2 shots. He's like, I heard 2. Best I can do is 2. 2 of 14 for Tobias Harris. 3 of 16 for Dennis Jenkins. Rough one for him. 3 of 16 is brutal. Jaime Jaquez went 2 of 10. Jalen Suggs went 3 of 13. Yeesh, 4 of 15 for Miles Bridges. Couldn't happen to a nicer, worse bloke. I'll tell you that much. But I would very much like to thank our one true saviour, because he went and shot. Keyshawn George went and did the magic thing. He went and shot. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Keyshawn George. He shot 311. Wearing a Mastodon t-shirt. I got this at Good Things last year. I'm excited to go on Friday. Who's going to Good Things? Let us know. Come say good day. I'll be wandering around drinking beers, watching bands with a mate of mine. Anyway, who's old mate no mates today?
Old mate, no mate. Old mate, no mate.
Old mate, no mate.
Old mate, no mate.
Old mate, no mate.
Old mate, no mates.
Who's got no mates today? Well, I mean, 311, they played at Good Things last year. It was awesome. And then they moved them a bit earlier, I remember. Or no, they might have pushed them back a little hint later because of the Sum 41 snafu. And I was kind of like, oh, God, I was already hungover. Someone played on the Thursday night before Good Things last year, and I was at that gig. Wake up the next day, just like, jeez, now I've got to go to a festival. I'm too old for this. After seeing 311 on the Wednesday, it was awesome. But still, good week, good things. Excited for that on Friday. Old mate, no mates today is LaMelo Ball. He might just be not good. And it's kind of interesting that people are kind of like, hang on, is he not good? What's going on? Like the Hornets, now that they've got him back, but Spindles Miller misses the game today. They played like 3 games in 5 nights, so they sort of gave a couple of their dudes the night off. LaMelo just might suck. And it's this old mate, no mate situation where if the rest of that Hornets team just goes, wait a minute, he is a massive, massive, massive bell end, what do you reckon's going to happen there? I reckon he'll be on his bike. So there was a lot of the chatter about this the other day about how about LaMelo? Who's like, oh, man, I'm trying to shut down all this trade speculation because I don't know. And it came out that it's like, yeah, he's a bit worried about the direction of the franchise and how like there's no one accountable. And it's like, dude, we're all trying to find the guy who did this. It's like, yes, LaMelo, it's you numbskull. Anyway, he's just got a big doof face. And I don't know how you know, if you know that my vibe's on doof face, just keep an eye on the ones with doof face. So LaMelo Ball, bit of old mate no mates today because he might just suck. And I don't know if he's got too many mates on that team. Panting of the night. Had a couple of good ones from Julian Phillips today. What's that, Jim? Yeah, Julian Phillips on the Chicago Bulls. I'm watching that game. He got one on Johnny Isaacs pretty nastily. Then he yammed on Desmond Bane and went for a bit of a put me on your shoulders, daddy ride. He's just riding Desmond Bane like he's a horse. A very small horse, but a horse nonetheless. But the two of the best ones actually happened in the Charlotte-Brooklyn game where Danny Wolf got Miles Bridges good. It's like, aha! It's not so much fun when it happens to you, is it, Miles Bridges? Battery. Anyway, and Noah Clowney got Ryan Kalkbrenner. Look, God bless Ryan Kalkbrenner's giant socks. But he's also going to be a dude who gets yammed on a lot. He's got a case of the Aaron Baineses, right? Where he's like, I'm big. I reckon I could block that. But sometimes you don't block it, and sometimes you get dunked on. It's part of the job. It's fine. Noah Clowney got him viciously. Yes, it was pretty bad. Who's better than Lonzo Ball, Ben Simmons, and Bronny James today?
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. I already mentioned Cole Gillespie. Just goes into the Lakers' house and goes, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm the white boy captain now. He's like staring down Luka, Austin Reeves, Austin Butler, who was sitting courtside. That was awesome. 28 points, 8 of 14 from downtown, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Cole Gillespie. Ask Cole Gillespie. How about 22, 9 and 3 for tall Alonzo Ball, a.k.a. Anthony Black? He's been really good the last 3 weeks. Love him for the Magic Men. But Ryan Nembhard for the Dallas Mavericks. You might know his brother, Andy Nembhard, who was the last rookie with 25 points and 10 assists in a win before Ryan Nembhard did it. It was Andy Nembhard. So Ryan Nembhard became the first undrafted rookie in the modern draft era to have 25 plus points, 10 plus assists, and 0 turnovers today. First rookie to have a 25, 10, and 0 turnovers since Stephon Marbury did it for the Minnesota Timberwolves, sitting next to Shane Heal in 1996, which is pretty gnarly. Ryan Nembhard was fan-bloody-tastic for the Mavs. And 28 points in the end, 10 assists, 3 rebounds, 0 turnovers is certainly bloody good. Not bad. So, good job there. All right, how about the Australian Player Watch after all that one there, Jim? Well, a couple of the Aussies in action today. Obviously, Josh Giddey against the Magic Men of Orlando. So he has that loss to Orlando. He had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 8 turnovers. Yeah, it was a bit of a tough one. 3 steals and a block, though. But he did shoot it very nicely. 8 of 14 from the floor, 3 of 6 from deep, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Not bad. Also in that game was Aussie Lockie Olbrick, a.k.a. The Brick. He's a brick. House. That's right. He played 12 minutes. And he went 0 of 1 from the floor. But he did get 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. Not bad. He also got slogged with 4 fouls because of anti-Strayan bias. He was a minus 17 in that time, but still, Lockie Olbrick, the big O, the brick house. You'd love to see it. Dyson Daniels in the game against the Detroit basketballing Pistons. He played 37 minutes after playing 44 yesterday. Jeez. The Bendigo Bandit managed 10 points on 5 of 14 shooting, 0 of 2 from 3, 0 of 1 at the free throw line. The shootings are getting a little bit, every so often you're like, Dice, just the free throws, the threes, what's going on? He had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, and 4 steals, all in the third quarter. You can go see the vid of that up on the socials. Outside of that, no Josh Green, obviously against the Nets. He's still out with his shoulder. No Johnny Furphy today either for the Pacers against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He did do his rehab assignment with a G League affiliate. Hopefully he's back soon. But we did get Tyrese Proctor in that game and Luke Travers, so that was good. In the win over Indy, Tyrese Proctor played 22 minutes. He had 12 points, 3-9 shooting. All of the makes were from downtown, 3 of 7 from downtown. And he also had 3 of 4 at the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 1 steal. Not bad, Tyrese Proctor. And Travers, the flying doormat, had 2 points in his 9 minutes, 1 of 3 shooting, 0 of 1 from downtown, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Good day for the Aussies, I'll tell you what. What about the games tomorrow, Jim? Remember, you can find all of our picks over at Dabble. Use that code NBA Straya when you check it out. It's all there, all of our picks. I think we went 6-3 today. Not bad. Washington go to Philly. This is a tricky one. So the Wiz coming off a big win against Milwaukee. They will lose this game against Philly. Philly are 13.5-point favorites, however. I don't know. If Joel Embiid plays, I actually like them minus 13.5, but I still think I like them anyway. Like, VJ Edgecombe's now back. You've got Maxey going off his head. The Wiz play very little defense. Paul George will probably get going as well. So let's go Philly. Toronto host Portland. That's a good one for the Raptors. I like the Raps in this. They're a fun matchup, though. Toronto versus Portland. Should be a fun game. Can Denny Avdia actually get going against another sort of similarly sized team? I think the Raps will be just a little bit too good at home. They're just awesome there. The Knicks go to Boston. That's right. The Knickerbockers are shipping up to Boston. And I think they'll win this one. Plus 1.5 of the Knicks up against the Celtics. I just think the size of the Knicks and Karl Anthony Towns, Mitch Robinson and co should be a little bit too much. Even without OG. We've still got Mikal Bridges who's just causing all sorts of havoc. So let's go the Knicks. Minnesota go to New Orleans. We'll take the Wolves minus 9.5 because the Pelicans, they're just a horror show. They just are. Even if Zion plays, they'll still get their heads kicked in. Memphis go to San Antonio. Now, this is an interesting one. The Grizzlies have been playing really well since they've got 80 back. I don't mind them plus 5.5 in San Antonio. Right? San Antonio have gotten Dylan Harper back. They've got Fox. They've got their wings. They're okay. But the Memphis Grizzlies, I don't know. With Edey out there, let's give them a sniff. Plus 5.5. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Golden State Warriors. OKC are just beating everybody by double digits. They're 11.5-point favorites in the Bay Area. But remember, Golden State doesn't have Steph. So we're going to go OKC because they will smash them. And there you go. That is everything that mattered today in the NBA. That's the best and worst NBA stuff with NBA Straya. So tune into NBA Straya every single day for everything NBA. We'll be back with a bigger show tomorrow. I'm still a bit under the weather, right? So I didn't want to do a big show today. So this is just a little taster. So make sure you're subscribed everywhere or I will fight you. This is NBA Straya saying, look after yourselves, would you? And later, hosen.